Hey everyone, I'm here with my 2008 Acura TL base sedan, and today I want to go over my top 5 favorite things that I like about this car. I think Acura really got this third generation Acura TL right, the 2004 to 2008 TL, and I just want to go over those top 5 things that I really enjoy about it. It could be a little bit of wind on this video, so apologize for that in advance. So one of my favorite things about this car is the overall styling. I think Acura really got this third generation right with the styling. The new one is just a little too bulbous. The 2009 to 2014 model is just a little too bulbous. It sticks out a little bit too much, and the grille looks a little bit like a parrot's beak. And I don't think Acura really did too bad on this model when it came to the styling. Especially this 07 to 08 model with the fog lights integrated into the bumper and the side turn signal markers, as well as the LED markers on the side of the car. The wheels look great. A lot of people think they look like Ferrari wheels, which I think is pretty cool. Again, I apologize for the wind noise. We'll be stepping into the vehicle shortly. But just the overall styling with the dual exhausts and this carbon bronze pearl paint job. The blue paint job on the TL Type S was also nice, but I mean, on the base TL, this was probably the best paint job you could get, in my opinion. So the LED rear tail lights, side markers, as well as the turn signal lights and the integrated fog lights, the Ferrari wheels, Ferrari style wheels, just make this car a really sharp package that doesn't look too bloated and looks really sharp and aerodynamic. The next thing that I really like about this car is the overall reliability of the entire vehicle. It's had very few problems outside of just a few electronic glitches, and other than the HFL hands-free link system that shows up as booting up and that would drain the battery if I plugged it in. I've had just a wheel speed sensor tightened down, regular oil changes, always use premium gas. The satellite radio still works. I had a free trial on there for about 2 months or so. You know, this little door here doesn't pop open anymore, but this one up here still does. The transmission really hasn't had any major issues other than just a few minor shifting qualms, you know, just a little bit of roughness here and there, but I've done 2 drain and fills on the transmission fluid in order to keep it in good shape, and even after the first refill on the transmission fluid, it still looked like a maroon red and there was hardly any brown, so I realized that it probably doesn't need any more fluid changes, and I think it's just the pressure switches that need to be replaced to smooth out the shifts. So the transmission's still in good health. You know, right now this light's burnt out in the switch for the heated seat, but you know, I already covered many of the other problems that I had with the car, including the fact that the side mirror seems to go to the sky sometimes if you don't have the memory setting in the correct spot when you get in the car, or if a driver switched or something like that, and you get back in and hit the memory button, the mirrors seem to freak out. But I mean, other than that, I mean, those are just a few, like, you know, little problems in addition to the rust on the side of the car, but nothing major mechanical. And you know, I'll definitely knock on wood and make sure that that doesn't happen again. And I hope that there aren't any more reliability problems with this car going forward. So going off of my knocking on the wood part, I want to talk about the fit and finish of this car, because I think the fit and finish of this vehicle is some of the best in the class, and when this car came out, it was some of the best ever seen in a car under $40,000. You know, you have soft touch materials here, real chrome accents right here, real wood trim, real chrome here, perforated leather on the door panels, leather here, soft touch down here on this entire swath area. This is only becomes hard touch up here, but even there's chrome surrounds on the speakers, soft touch up here, real chrome pieces, soft touch materials up here. This is even soft touch. If you push down, it squishes a little bit. This whole thing is soft touch still. This is plastic up here, but it doesn't, if the coloring is perfectly matched to the overall vehicle. There's no problems with the overall you know, texturing or the matching of the materials, and the whole thing is just a soft touch piece that goes all the way around. So I really enjoy the way that Acura made the fit and finish of this car. And this is all plastic wood trim down here, but it looks like real wood trim. This is plastic surround that's just bright work, and you know, padded up here. Sunroof covers padded. The leather on the seats looks really nice, and doesn't have any contrast piping, but overall there are contrast seats available in the Acura TL Type S, but just for the standard Acura TL, this is quite good. So I've been really happy with the interior fit and finish on this car. And the rear seats even have the same interior quality that the front passenger compartment does too, with soft touch materials on the doors and the dash. So Acura really did not cheapen out on any aspect of this car whatsoever. In addition, one of the things I really like is this tray or this cover here that goes over the cup holders, and it works really well. It's quiet, it's smooth, has good texturing even on this. You know, they really didn't cheapen out on anything. Leather wrapped here, leather wrapped here. I think Acura did a great job in the interior of this car, and I think that's one of the other things that I really enjoy about this generation of the Acura TL. So the next major thing that I really like about this car is the overall refinement and quietness that it has. It's you know, it's based on the Honda Accord platform, but it has, you know, a very solid feel as it goes down the road. There's not a lot of tire noise. Now I have Michelin Excise XI3 snow tires on this, so it's going to be a little bit noisier with more tread noise than usual if you have a standard all season. So I'd expect it to be even quieter than this. But as you're on the open road, the steering is very smooth, the ride is very absorbent, it's well damped. There isn't a whole lot of body lean, and with the TL Type S there's even less. So it just is even more impressive with the TL Type S, and I think even in this base sedan it just rides really nicely. The bumps are absorbed so well, it's really quiet, it's very smooth. As the ride motions are very luxurious, because the way that it absorbs the bumps is like in a gentle manner. It like absorbs it very slowly and rebounds slowly, but it never feels floaty like a Cadillac. It just absorbs it, but in a smooth, consistent way. So it just feels like very luxurious and plush. So that's another major thing that I really enjoy about this car, and just the overall smoothness of it. And when you really give it the beans, it's not too loud. So it's overall just, you know, very smooth. And as you come down to a slower speed, it's very smooth indeed. And even if we downshift, let's say into third gear or even second gear at 40 miles an hour, like you can't even hear the engine. Like we're at 4,000 RPM right now and going 42 miles an hour, and shift back into third, we're at 3,000 RPM. And it's just very quiet, very smooth. There isn't extra vibration when you're at high revs. It's very hard to tell unless you hear that you're going extra quick for RPMs on the engine speed. So it's very hard to tell that you're actually revving the engine high from the seat of your pants. You can only tell by listening that the engine RPMs are much higher than they should be at if you're just cruising down the road and let's say you're at over 4,000 RPM. The other thing that I really enjoy about this car, and this rounds out my top 5 list, is the fuel economy of it. I'm going to reset the miles per gallon right when we get on the highway over here, but I've been getting about, let's say, 25 miles per gallon, and it's only 40 degrees outside right now. So that's pretty good considering the temperature, because fluids thicken up when it gets colder and it's harder and creates more resistance and a higher viscosity in the fluids themselves. But as we get on the highway here, I'll show you exactly what I mean by good fuel economy, even when it's only 40 degrees outside. But I'm going to give it the beans right now. They're 70, 80, 85. Just want to get on the highway in a very smooth, consistent way. We'll set the cruise down at 70 miles an hour and reset the trip computer here to show you how good the fuel economy can be. So let's reset the fuel economy right now. So we're going 70 miles per hour. We're about to see what kind of fuel economy we get at a very consistent amount here. 35 miles to the gallon right now. So that is what we're getting on average. That's pretty impressive. With 70 miles per hour as the cruising speed right now. It says now we're getting 37 miles per gallon. So, you know, you can kind of tell just how good the fuel economy is on this car. And I mean, we're going to go downhill now, so now it says we're going 43 miles per gallon. But when it averages out, we're going to be sitting around 33 miles per gallon or so, going about 70 miles per hour in cold weather. And when it's warm outside, you can expect about 35 miles per gallon at about 70 miles per hour. So that's pretty darn impressive for a V6 powered sedan that's luxurious, really fast, a 0 to 60 in 6.4 seconds. and is like 8 years old now. So I've been really impressed with it, and I couldn't really ask for much more from a luxury sedan, and I'm really happy with this car. So thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Thanks. Bye.